keep it
Live.
G-rated. We're live.
Yeah. We good?
And we're live. Good morning, Mr. Virgio.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to Morning Minutes, episode 220 with myself, Michael Virgio, Mark Novak, special guest, Harry Edwards from Getter Deliveries, a Northern Beaches new business idea that's up and running. And part of the show, we love to get other people on who can just really add value to the audience listening with either the service they offer or motivational of what they're doing. So, Harry, welcome.
Good morning, boys. Mark and Michael, it's great to be on here.
You look like you're from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, from the north.
I could be, mate. You don't know. You just don't know.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. It's good to see you. It's been a while.
Well, let's get straight into it. What is it? What's the business, and how did it come to fruition?
So, obviously, I've been in the trade industry for a long time now, and we sort of, noticed that there was a huge problem in the market, and there was no solution for it as of such, and we couldn't work out why. So we realised that working on site, super hard to get materials, need stuff delivered, you need it fast, you need to get the job done and invoiced and moved on. So basically we developed a piece of technology to be able to create deliveries on demand, super reliable from any wholesaler in Sydney.
So the issue, because how was it normally done? Sort of walk us through the process up until you guys have introduced your technology.
I'll tell you how it was fucking done.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the chippy or the sparkies on the site, and they go, "Didn't you bring those screws?" And the electrician goes, "Yeah, I bought heaps of them." And he goes, "You did not. We've run out, and now how are we going to get the job done? Who's going to go to Bunnings? Pay you to go to Bunnings. Come back, go to there.
Yeah,
and it's going to cost us money, you idiot."
Time and money, exactly, Mark. That's one. You're spot on there. And for years, I mean, that the standard was or is, and it still is now. It's you send, you're on the job, you've got your apprentice there or yourself, and you get up, you're down your tools, and you head down to the wholesaler to grab the product that you need to finish the job. It'll be, it could be 1 hour, could be 2 hours, just depending where you are in Sydney. And
at $70 an hour.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's I guess for us, just being in that sort of industry for so long and seeing it, and obviously all my guys doing it on regularly, like I'm talking 10 times a day. When bigger company, larger size companies have got lots of guys, and you need product, and it happens, and you can see, you watch the hours out just whittle away from time spent down the wholesaler picking up goods. So basically, we developed the technology, or we started our MVP about 18 months ago, test the market, see how people react to it, see how they feel, and see if we could create a business out of it.
And it's really breaking the mold. I suppose the biggest thing, like anyone you tell the idea and you relate it to Deliveroo or Jimmy Briggs with the alcohol delivery, it's a bit like the penny dropped, and it's but it's just breaking that habit of doing it how some things, first of all, people would think, shit, how has this not come up 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Because as you just said, 10 times a day, $70 an hour, like there is, if you're talking about a funnel and and a sieve going in, like this is just a huge hole in the bucket for companies out there. And a lot of the time it's costing the person employing the job, but it's a little bit hidden. You don't really see that of the 3 hours that they're charged, an hour is going to Bunnings because something was forgotten. Human error. Let's face it, we're humans, and it's always going to be a part of it. And I think a lot of people sort of bury their head in the sand, pretending human error doesn't happen, but it does. Yeah. And you've sort of got a solution for it.
Yeah.
Do your guys carry the stuff on them, or like standard stuff, or do they go and buy it delivered direct for a tradie?
So we'll pick it up, obviously whatever product that you want, and deliver it. So it's just a matter of us. I mean, the biggest key is that we make sure that all of our drivers have trade knowledge, so we're delivering the correct product. Like that's the biggest issue that goes on with wholesalers. And, you know, when you're on site, what gets delivered, is it right, is it wrong? It's probably that reliable factor that what we'll do is actually shop for you, make sure that the product that we're picking up is written down on our platform. Whatever we're picking up is written down on our platform. We're going to make sure that the right thing's delivered to site.
And that's a big difference between having you guys deliver, because as you said, you guys handle all the deliveries rather than outsourcing it to a couriering company.
That's right.
That knowledge, it's just one of those, that's just that added value to you guys compared to the standard delivery. Because I can imagine if you're on job site and let's say they need to call you quickly to confirm something, or you need to change the order, there's a lot of lingo, there's a lot of like lingo dialogue that it would be commonly used in the
trade industry.
Trade industry, but it's like talking a foreign language to someone else, and that would, and if you didn't have that nice connection, then it could cause a bit of friction. And the whole thing is about just making it convenient. So where you started one way from the wholesale, but now you're also got products online. Where do you sort of see, where are you going for the next sort of 6 months?
Well, we're sort of just, so it's like you said, it's super exciting. We just launched our own product offering with over 30,000 products now online. So you can physically scroll through, check your picture. I mean, you could almost say it's the Iconic of trade goods all online, or the Amazon of trade goods. So basically it'll allow you to pick what you want, have it assigned to one of the Get a Driver will pick it up and drop it off within the hour. And everything else is handled. That shopping for you piece is all handled for. We'll actually pick the products, make sure it's right, and have it dropped off straight to site or to your home. I mean, we've had a lot of interest now, which wasn't even really our focus, but from DIY people at home, you know, doing that home project on the weekend. They don't want to go to Bunnings, they don't want to spend time, or they don't want to go to any wholesaler for that matter, and waste their time.
You know what? It could save you a fortune, because whenever I go to Bunnings to buy one thing,
you end up buying 10.
Never happens.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're using you guys, it could absolute fortune save, because you want one thing, you're getting one thing, full stop.
Yeah.
And where do you sit, like, what's sort of been, I think when people hear the idea, they're like, that's genius. So what's either stopping people using it now? Is it really hard to break that habit? Is it just getting the message of the business out there more so commonly knowledge? What's sort of been some good feedback and some pushback?
Well, definitely the education piece of, you know, it's something new. It's never been done before. Nothing like this exists, or hasn't existed in Australia. We've just, you know, come across a competitor now down in Melbourne who have started up a similar sort of thing. I guess just making sure that, you know, we're getting the word out there and spreading it to people. And we're, like, at the end of the day, we're a bunch of tradies who have created this. We're good people. It's tradies like ourselves shopping for tradies because we see the problem, and, you know, we want to make everyone, make it better for everyone. So if we can do something like that, then yeah.
And you got a good bunch of minds behind you, because you got so what did you do prior? Then you've got Tom, also known in the background, that was in finance. So you've got a good mixture of heads brainstorming an idea. But I think, as you said, the biggest thing was spotting some inefficiencies in the industry and then providing a solution for it. So what was your business prior? Are you still doing that?
Yeah, so the electrical business is still definitely going, and I'm involved in that sort of daily at the moment. We've got Aaron and Tom obviously in the office for Getter, but are full time, and that's, you know, they're doing a great job, and, you know, constantly there's always something to do, like with all the tech and obviously the evolving and keeping up with things and problems that we spot. So yeah, the team itself, I mean, with all of us, all of our different sort of backgrounds of what we've done, it's made the job really easy to pull it off, which is good.
How much is it expensive?
No, not really. So the delivery itself is worked out on a kilometre basis. So the app, if you downloaded the app and you logged in, and you can see it's got a quoting tool on there. So there's no hidden surprises. Everything's written in front of you. And it's if you're comparing your time if you're comparing your time to the cost of what it is to get it delivered, it's a no-brainer. So
Yeah.
So if I so wouldn't it be cheaper for me to send the apprentice down to grab some stuff from
well,
the supplier or from Bunnings?
Again, you gotta counter. I mean, his time being away from site, number one, he's not helping you pull the cable through the roof. So his time on site, it's billable, it's allowable, it's all coming back to
it's billable time, of course.
Billable time, and then it's the time away from site. It's the time that you've wasted that you haven't actually been able to get onto the next job. That extra hour or two could be, you getting up to Mrs. Jones's house to finish off that job as well. And
let's face it, it's not like the apprentice would be rushing down there being the most efficient, would he?
You never know.
You never know.
Some are faster than others, but there's always the sausage sizzles on, and the boys might, slip in for one of them. So who knows?
And this just eliminates it. So I just brought up the website for everyone to see. So how do you use it? Like if I'm on site, one, I think the good benefit is if they're all tradies, that means they can actually walk on site and deliver you the goods. I can imagine if you're busy in a section on the site, you don't necessarily want to rush to the front as well, which is a benefit. The tradies can actually walk on job site because what's it called, a green card or white card?
A white card, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good point that you've got there. And then what we've found too is a lot of managers or site managers or foremen, if you like, organising the product delivery for their staff. So eliminates that potential of buying product that's not really needed for the job. It's quite easy for one of your workers or yourself to go down and easy to grab that extra PowerPoint. It's not really needed, and then you end up with a bunch of product that sits around in the back of the van that gets damaged. So if you can eliminate that and have, one of the site foremen, if he's planning the job, he knows he needs 10 PowerPoints. He can order 10 PowerPoints and have it delivered. There's not 11. There's nothing gone missing. So
tell us about social media and marketing. So we're obviously on this show a lot in real estate, telling people social media is a huge platform from us as real estate agents, and encouraging a lot of other businesses to also to start using social media as more of a selling platform rather than taking a photo of what you've had for dinner. Are you guys on social media? Are you getting inquiries from it?
Absolutely.
How are you finding it?
Yeah, I mean, we're learning a lot every day. I mean, it's another business that you go into that you have no idea of what means what. What does a click mean? What does the reach mean, and all that. Yeah. So we're sort of self-teaching ourselves through our marketing team, Rockaway Digital, which is great, and they're really good at getting our name out there and obviously telling people and working out that, how you can convert someone from just hovering over and looking at a page to signing up and placing an order.
I think
how's business though?
Yeah, business is good.
Sorry, Virg.
Okay.
So are you guys pumping, going to be around for years, growing, and everyone's loving it?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's just going like every week. It's hard to keep a track on it. It sort of goes in waves. It's obviously a business. It's quite hard to. There's no real rhyme or rhythm to it. You could have 20 deliveries on at once, or you could have one. It just turns on and turns off. So we've got a good crew, and we're trying to manage it all. And everything is definitely going in the right direction.
And I love it's probably a time where a lot of people aren't opening new businesses or new ideas. And I think I definitely sometimes think to yourself that it's like, wouldn't everything be invented already? Like you think how and then you hear this and you're like, there's hope. And you guys, especially during this time, I think we were chatting off air, you're doing more marketing during this time where a lot of people are probably thinking the opposite. They're curling up in a ball. They're not marketing as much. Look at Mark's photo.
Give us a look.
Yeah. You may not be able to see it, H. Yeah. But so are you finding it during COVID that it's been busier and there's people out there doing work? It's been consistent?
Well, it's been funny because like a lot of the places, as you know, they just sort of closed the doors and said, like, we don't want people coming in, push for deliveries, which has really helped us out. A lot of the small businesses and wholesalers down in Brooklyn, TLE, and those boys have been really good. But they're actually encouraging people to take deliveries rather than come into the store. So it's really pushed the work our way. We sort of sent back a bit of love to a bunch of small businesses around Brookvale as well. And we said that we could help out with any, untrade related deliveries, during the time. So that was good. And again, it's just helping us, get our name out there and help other people. So.
Well, that would be at the moment, wouldn't it? Delivering education of what the business is, because we're not doing anything. Like I know with us and Lisa Novak with social media selling, like it's just been, you're just breaking people's reservations, and the educational part of it at the moment is probably the toughest thing, because there's obviously the benefits of doing something new that's never been done before. Is obviously you can reap the rewards of being the first, but it comes with its challenges of bloody educating everyone what to do, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been one of the toughest sort of barriers to break down is just the way that people do things. So
Harry, what parts of actual Sydney? Sorry, Harry of the North. What parts of Sydney are you actually doing, or are you doing other states, or what's that?
So all over Sydney we'll deliver for, and then we're actually up in the Sunshine Coast as well. So we've got a good crew up there, which they're pumping out their deliveries, which is really good. So anywhere you need a delivery in Sydney, this is no problem, or any wholesaler I've picked up from. It's just a matter of putting it into the app. So
how do people do it? Through an app or a telephone call?
So online or through the app in the Apple Store or on the Google Play Store. It's just Getter, GETTER, and also online if you want to look at it on a web browser. It's just www.getter.com.au.
And for the ladies that are watching, is it possible to get the guys to deliver with no shirts on? Does that ever happen?
So, a couple of Fridays ago, we definitely had, some saucy boys dropping off some product. And I think there was if that's what they want, we'll definitely give it to them, Mark.
You'll go above and beyond.
We'll go above and beyond.
What's the lowest price thing you guys will deliver in your delivery business? Because anyone who's just tuned in, we're talking to Harry, who's got a wonderful delivery business for tradies and do-it-yourself people. What's the lowest price you'll do something at?
Well, so our minimum cost on our site is $40. So basically, that'll get you 10 Ks from any of the pickup point.
So $40 for the product.
For the delivery only charge.
Delivery only.
Yep.
And then the product doesn't matter, whatever you want.
Doesn't matter whatever you want. I mean, we sell 50-cent washers from Bunnings, from anywhere. So it's just a matter of, jumping on, picking what you want, and then,
Because that amount of money is going to save a tradesperson a fortune from billable time.
That's right.
I think that's a big thing that even when we were discussing now, I think the penny dropped even more so for you, Mark, when you heard like billable. Like every hour, every minute they're away. Like we know accountants, Mark, they're like 7-minute increments charging you for everything. So it gets going. And what else do you want to get out there, Harry, with these thousands of people listening today? And
Millions.
Millions of people. Millions.
Harry of the North.
I guess just from us, we're here to help and definitely it's trade. Like we're tradies shopping for tradies, and we're a bit of fun too. So just like you guys are down there at the Novak agency, we like to shake it up and have a good time when we're doing it too. That's what it's all about.
And what
else? Any other questions?
Download the Getter app, guys and girls, if you're interested. I never knew a business like this existed. It's incredible. It's great.
Yeah. Where's the name come from?
Well, actually, I stole it from my girlfriend, which popped up, and it sort of was quite fitting. So there's going to be some royalties having to be paid, and I'm not sure. But I mean, the way I look at it, I was going to pay them either way. With being with her, so it doesn't really affect me.
Just in case, Mark, his girlfriend, his name is also Getter, so it's also interesting in conversation when you talk about, I don't know, jump on Getter or Getter's pumping, and it can be a little bit fun with words. with the no, I'm talking about the business sort of girlfriends. So, yeah.
Yeah, royalties for sure. Royalties for sure.
Royalties for sure.
They
I don't know.
They are coming thick and fast, I reckon.
Yeah. So it's good stuff. But thanks for having me on, boys. It's been great.
That's
Pleasure. Good to get the name out there. Good to support local. And guys and girls, there's another wonderful business that people can snap onto. Anyone who knows a tradie, all the suppliers out there, all they got to do is just give out your app, and the suppliers are selling more stuff.
Yeah,
yep.
Exactly. And it's all about stopping the leakage from human error, the leakage on job sites. And yeah, I think that's the biggest thing as well. And when you think there's no more inventions out there or new businesses, that one like this happens, and you just think we've still got a long way to go in society. There's still a lot of great ideas out there, and I think it's a testament to you guys about just getting started. And I think the biggest thing is, it's never going to be perfect or ideal, but you just got to make those gradual improvements. And I'm sure you've seen a big improvement from day one when you're doing the deliveries, when Get It open, to even now. And it's just baby steps moving forward.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
And Nikki Parker says, great to see people thinking outside of the box. Always opportunity for those willing to put in the effort.
Yeah.
Lisa has just said, awesome concept. And you look like Prince Harry.
Oh, wow. There you go. Prince Harry.
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah. Harry of the North.
All good.
All righty.
Thanks, boys. You guys have a great week.
If I was set up, I'd be playing the Game of Thrones. I'd be playing the Game of Thrones music on the way out. Do you reckon I can organise that? Just give me a sec.
Organise it.
It's just a nice way to end, I reckon.
It is.
Let's see if I can get this going.
And you've got on a good interview after this, don't you, Harry?
Yeah. So we're going to be on Triple M later on. You'll hear us there next week, I believe. So it's as good. American Express supporting small businesses, and they've asked us to join them in a interview. So
oh, really?
Join them in the studio later today. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, next 27th, next Monday, we'll be on there answering a bunch of questions for Becco.
Well, I do have to say you're very casual. You're very comfortable with being on a camera. You're meant for it.
Made for it.
I don't know. Maybe it's just around you two.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys you make it easy.
Oh. You know what I say?
What's that?
Ready? Ready for it? Yeah.
All right, boys.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Thank you. Have a great week.
See ya.
Check out the
Bye.
website. Cheers.